参りました。失礼します。すみません、勝てませんでした。は？
Okay, Dragon Ball Daima has a villain problem. It's official. There's no ifs and buts about it. Because there's no goddamn way that Majin Buu is like this. I had hopes. I had expectations. I thought he was the one. I thought he was going to be the final boss. The one that Goku and Vegeta would be struggling with at the end of the show. But no, it seems like he's no better than King Goma. Like, honestly, they're like the same character. Honestly, like, they have, their aura is literally the same. Like, there's nothing menacing about them. They're a little bit too goofy. You know, it's hard to take them seriously. Honestly, as villains, it's hard. There's no way these are the two options we got as final bosses as villains. There gotta be more to it. Because after seeing that fight with the Tamagami versus the Majin Buu, I'm like, what is this? Like, there's no way the creator of Majin Buu stated that, like, oh yeah, Majin Buu is imperfected and I figured out a way to actually fix him and make him better. There's no way when she said that she really meant that it's gonna turn out like this. Because this is not better than Majin Buu. Any version of Majin Buu. Maybe it's just the early stages. Maybe just because the Majin Buu character had to fight the Tomagami like straight out of birth, straight out the womb. Maybe that's the case and it has to evolve over time. Hopefully that's the case, because right now the first impressions is not looking good. It is not looking too pretty. I'm still holding on to my idea that Majin Goku is gonna be the final boss. I'm holding on to it. That's the final piece they need to finish up the creation of the final villain. The creation of Majin Buu. Majin Buu is gonna turn into Majin Goku. That's why they have the Ku, and then they're gonna add the Go. It's the hints. That's the hint that we were missing. That's why they named it Majin Buu, because they know in its final form is gonna transform into Majin Goku. I think I'm onto something. But on a serious note, is either the Majin Buu character is actually trash and can't compete with Goku or Vegeta, or is actually true that each Tamagami, like once you face the Tamagami of the second realm and the first realm, like each one of them, it gets increasingly more difficult, and the first one is actually the strongest and the third one is actually the weakest. Hopefully that's also the case to justify what I've seen with the Majin Buu character, and it's like he actually faced like the strongest out of all the Tamagamis. But yeah, regardless, what a bad first impression. Anyways, let's move on to the rest of the episode. So now that everyone's in the second realm, we see that they enter the original planet Namek. Of course, we see towards the end that I guess the only Namekian that's left in the demon realm is there. I don't know what his reasons are, what he's about to say, what he's about to do, because like he helped King Goma with like obtaining the Dragon Balls on Earth and taking Dende, so I don't know what he has to say. Like, I feel like he's more neutral than bad or good, honestly, so it's hard to predict what's gonna be happening there. But it's ironic that in the last episode Goku was like, oh yeah, you guys are on your own, you gotta find your own ship, and we have to like hurry up and get to the second realm, basically dusting them, leave them there to like suffer and find their own way into the second realm. It's crazy how just in the next episode he has to like fly over and find them so that everyone could be in the same ship now. That's crazy, because honestly I wish it was a scenario where it was like the two groups had their own ships and it was like a race to see who could get the Dragon Balls first. Like, I would have liked it if Vegeta was able to 1v1 the second realm Tamagami and then he gets the Dragon Ball, and then it's like both teams, like Goku team and Vegeta team, who's gonna get the last one, you know? That would have been interesting. Especially after seeing what the villains are looking like. But not only that, we learned about how everything was created basically, so I'm kind of confused about how this is gonna be canon, especially with the existence of the Omni King and Super and everything, and like the gods of destruction, and what is Whis kind called again? I forgot, but it's hard to believe what's canon and what's not based on these lores and these backstories, because this is saying a completely different story of how the universe is being created, or maybe I'm confusing it and it wasn't actually never really explained before in Super of how the universe first started. But it's kind of weird how they have these types of characters, the Supreme Kai Rhymes or something, creating the universes, but in Super we have like the Omni King. I mean, they kind of do look like some version of the Omni King, honestly, so I could be where it's like that's what the Omni King is and they could just say that. But I'm trying to see where the gods of destruction and Whis' people come into play. So I wonder how canon this show is. I think it's canon since it's made by Toriyama, but I don't know, maybe Super is not as canon anymore. Who knows? I'm trying to see how everything makes sense if you follow the timeline. But yeah, you let me know your thoughts on this episode. I had high expectations with the Majin Ku character. Like, you let me know, is this really what we be getting for the final boss? Like the Majin Ku or King Goma? Who you rather see as the final boss? Like, at least with King Goma, we know that maybe if he gets like the third eye item, maybe he would change and become very strong. So there's still hope there. But you gotta let me know. What are your thoughts on on the villains so far? What are your thoughts on this episode? Let me know your predictions down below. Let's have a discussion in the comment section. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.